Okay, so in case you've been living under a rock, a new Dragon Ball game has been announced. And the reason why it's noteworthy because, if it was just like, hey, Xenoverse 3, yeah, it's kind of noteworthy. But the relevance and the significance to this is that it's taking a whole different direction than what the Dragon Ball games or even the Naruto Storm games, for that matter, have been doing. In a sense that it is going for a more 2D style, kind of tournament style fighting system opposed to what we've had for many years of the 3D fighting system with like Xenoverse and all the other games. And there's one big, huge, awesome thing about it, and that's that the creators behind this, yeah, I believe Namco Bandai is behind it, but also they're the same creators that made some really awesome fighters like Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, and those two games are critically acclaimed. I love Blaze Blue, by the way. That shit was awesome. So that's a big deal because those are really solid fighting games, and one of the best things about it is that it's making an anime fighter, a true, like, it's based off an anime and a manga and whatnot, into a possibly competitive real fighting game. And what I mean by that is, yeah, Xenoverse is awesome, and there is to a certain degree a certain amount of skill you gotta have to play that game and actually be good and whatnot. But a lot of people, especially the fighting game community, they don't take those games serious. They don't take Naruto Storm serious. They don't take the Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2 serious. They just don't, because it's like, especially with the Storm games, it's like triangle, circle. Again, there's still a certain amount of skill you have to have and awareness when you're playing the games and whatnot, but it's not really a skillful game like the Street Fighters, and to a certain degree like Tekken and whatnot, because those games, those are critically acclaimed, or those are games that are in the tournaments people are playing, even Smash Brothers to a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? So there's a big difference with what they're doing with this one. Now, some of the people, like, the thing that's making me think, okay, maybe this could be, huge in a sense. Like, personally, I'm kind of excited because it's like, holy shit, this is going to be a real fighting game. We're not going to be, the Dragon Ball gaming community ain't going to be laughed at anymore. It's like, oh, that game is shit, you know what I'm saying? We're going to actually have a fighter that is going to be looked at as like a serious deal. On the other side, I think that there's a possibility that outside of those circles of people, some people aren't going to be interested simply because they love the 3D Xenoverse 2 MMO stuff, which, to be honest with you, I love Xenoverse 2. Like, that game, I had so much fun, I beat it and all that good shit. Like, I had a great time with it, and I also love the mechanics of that. But at the same time, a lot of people, they don't want to go back to that because they look at it as, like, outdated maybe, or whatever the case may be. Again, I'm not of that mindset. Before people, oh, you don't know a good fighting game. Like, I'm not of that mindset. I totally understand where they're going with this, and I think it's a great move, and it's also risky at the same time because they're going in a whole different direction as to, opposed to what they've been doing up until this point, where a lot of people, Xenoverse sold very well. The Storm games sell very well. Naruto Storm, like, that style has sold very well. So them going in this direction, it's risky. The mainstream audience might not really take to this. I mean, from what I've seen thus far, there's a nice split. There's the people that love really good fighting games that are like, hell's fucking yeah, and just in general, a new fighter for that matter is awesome. Then there's the people that's like, oh, the graphics. I mean, I like it seems as though it's possibly cell shaded or something like that. I like the style of it or whatever. It's not the most gorgeous, especially in comparison to some of the other ones, but it still looks pretty damn awesome, and I like what I see so far. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out and if it's going to be as big as Xenoverse, because one of the selling points for Xenoverse was, hey, create your own character, hey, open world MMO type of deal, which I love that. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. As a whole, I'm really excited. I think this could potentially be, as far as combat-wise, the best Dragon Ball game. For me, I want to say that the Xenoverse games are the best Dragon Ball games, and of course Budokai 3, but that's my own bias. I love Budokai 3, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, and Legacy of Goku 2. That was pretty awesome as well. And what are your thoughts on this? Are you excited? Are you hyped? I saw the trailer. It looks fucking fun as shit. And again, we're no longer going to be laughed at for playing the Dragon Ball games amongst the gaming, the fighting game community. It's like, we're here now, motherfucker. We're here. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.